It seems like we are in a Groundhog Day event almost. It seems like we're going through for the last couple of weeks. I was really proud of the effort the football team had and the way they continued to compete, even with a number of mistakes today, especially the turnovers that we can't seem to get away from. They continued to compete, and even all the way down to having the opportunity to kick a game-winning field goal right at the end. There weren't a lot of long faces, there weren't a lot of guys that were moping over mistakes. They continued to compete, and for that I'm proud of them. Unfortunately, we made too many mistakes. We seemed to get the penalties, I'm not going to say eliminated, because we had a pass interference that was costly, and we had a personal foul on a kickoff team that was very costly, and that they would have been on the 10-yard line backed up. But we only had a couple of them today. They were not the main reason for our loss today. The two turnovers, and I said two, we had three, but the two turnovers are painful because they both come backed up in our own territory where we're putting our defense in a short field, which makes it really hard. That resulted in points in one and missed field goal in the other. But it seems like we just keep making mistakes that we get ourselves beat. As the head football coach, it's my responsibility to evaluate our personnel in this open date and evaluate our scheme and what we're doing and who we're doing it with right now to get out of this Groundhog Day rut it seems like we've been in for the last 4 weeks. This team they're playing hard, they're competing hard, they're playing physical. It just seems like we've been on the receiving end of some very difficult losses. But even with the opportunity to win it today, going down the stretch, and I didn't have a chance to see exactly what happened on the kick. But I thought the team continued to compete. We had the glaring things today offensively were the inconsistency in catching the ball at the wide receiver position was definitely glaring, and it made it very hard to get any consistency or anything moving. It seemed like as soon as you start to get some momentum rolling, you'd drop a couple passes, and then it was punt. And defensively, we weren't able to consistently stop the running game. I think Temple did a good job. They're a good football team. I give Coach Dazio a lot of credit. They came out. They played hard today. They did the things they had to win. They did the things they had to do down the stretch in order to win the game. But like I said, it's just very frustrating to be this close and yet to come up on the losing end 4 times in a row at this point.